SpeedyTalk.com app available on Android and iOS devices. Download now.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow sun. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Felicity Girgir and Wandoo Tortya.
And Speedy Talk is a program for the youth where we talk about things that concern and affect the youth. And today on Speedy Talk, we are going to be talking about youth and leadership readiness. I hope you've been enjoying your time here with us on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Great shows and great music we have been bringing to you. Now, for a long time, one conversation that has that keeps coming up is that young people deserve more opportunities to lead, to become leaders. We hear statements like, well, the older generation should give us a chance, young people are the future, and there should be more youth representation in leadership. Many people believe that young people have fresh ideas, energy, and a better understanding of the challenges facing their generation. Some even argue that young people are not failing because they lack ability, but because they are rarely given the opportunity to actually prove themselves, but let's look at the other side of the conversation. If those opportunities actually came today, are young people truly ready for leadership? Are youths actually ready to lead? Beyond age, what really makes someone ready to lead? Is leadership simply about occupying that occupation, that position, or does it actually begin with some of the things that we actually do right now, but we don't know, and we're just saying, okay, well, we need those opportunities. So are youths actually ready for leadership? Now, you also can call in and be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 090 3648 5868.
That's 090 3648 5868.
Are young people really ready for leadership? Are you, as a young person, are you actually ready for leadership? Whether as an older person, observing the way that things are today, would you say that we are actually ready, for leadership? The way we say, okay, we need these opportunities, we want opportunities, the young people should actually lead, but are we actually ready? And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, so you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Tell us what you think. Are young people actually ready for leadership? You can call in and be part of the show. And I'm not here by myself. I'm here with Felicity and Wandoo. So what do you people think? Would you say that young people, today are actually ready for leadership?
I would say most of the young people we are not ready for it.
We are not ready. Okay.
Most of the young people today are not actually ready for leadership. And I would say the most important reason why I would say I believe that is because today basically everything becomes a joke. Like any serious conversation that people are having, or let me say something happened somewhere, something serious happened somewhere and all of that. Before you know, you just see they just turn everything into a joke. Or memes, and be posting online and all of that. And I just believe that so many young people these days are not actually responsible to take up leadership. And the young people, they are just not very serious to actually lead. Yes.
So it has to do with that attitude, taking things seriously. The ones that we should be taking seriously, you feel like people are not taking it seriously. All right. So Wandoo, what about you? What do you think? Do you think that youth today are actually ready for leadership?
Well, whether youth are ready for leadership depends on the individual and the opportunities they have. Yes, so many people are ready to lead, and while others still need experience and guidance and training. So, my question is, if with the youth are ready to lead, are we going to have the opportunity to lead?
Okay.
Like if we have the ability to lead, if we have the ability, the training, we have the capacity to lead, are we going to have that opportunity to lead?
Hello? All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. Go on.
Yes. So if we are going to be opportune, because I know many of us, many of the youths have the ability, have the capacity to lead, but they don't just have that space. They don't have the opportunity. They don't have the position. They are not in that position, and the position is not available for them to lead.
Okay.
So to me, some of us are ready. Some of the youths are ready, but the opportunity is not there.
So would you say largely ready or not ready? In general, because in general, it has to do with some people are some persons are not, but then if you were to place it in general, would you say that people are youths are mostly ready when it comes to leadership? We keep saying that these leadership opportunities, they are not reaching us, or people have been taking it, or they are not getting to us. We have the ideas, we have new, but are we actually ready? Are we showing that we are ready to lead?
Well, some of the youth are ready to lead. While I would say most of them are not ready to lead because they don't have the ability, they don't have the training, they are not there. They cannot see what others are saying. I would say they are not ready because they don't have the training, don't have the ability. Meanwhile, some have the ability, they have the capability, but they are not opportune. They don't have that the chance to lead.
Okay, so we'll come to those capabilities that you are talking about. Now you also can call in and be part of the show this afternoon, and the number for you to call is 090 3648 5868.
It's 090 3648 5868.
It's Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this afternoon we are asking you a question on Speedy Talk. Would you say that youths, Nigerian youths, are we actually ready for leadership? Are we ready to lead? The way we say, they're not giving us all this position, that is why we are not there. But if you look around, would you say that we are actually ready when it comes to the youth? Are they actually ready to lead? Now we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, so you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Hello. All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. Tell us what you think. Are youths actually ready to lead? So Felicity, you said that they are not ready. In your own opinion,
most of them are
not ready. And what are other reasons? Because you mentioned one of this thing on seriousness when it comes to maybe taking things as a joke, maybe things that are supposed to be serious, maybe something is actually happening in the country right now, and the next thing they have just maybe for a few seconds. One thing I noticed when it even comes to that is that maybe for a few seconds or for a few days, people take that particular
People
thing
take it serious.
and everyone is shouting about it that, oh, this particular thing is happening, oh, this is why we need this to happen. But then just how many days later, then that thing becomes like a joke. Like we have memes here and there, we have different jokes about it, you know. Some persons even taking it that way, maybe diverting the whole attention. So I kind of understand that. But would you say that there are other things that make you say that we are not actually ready for leadership?
Another thing I would say that we today we are easily distracted. I'm saying we because I'm also
yes,
I believe
you're
that
part of it.
yes, I believe that presently I'm also part of it. We're easily distracted. You see, somebody will have goals. Okay, like now I want to do this, I want to do this, and I want to do all of those things. And then before you know, they just postpone those goals. And what they are actually doing is we are like too distracted by our phones and we are online, we are doom scrolling and all of that. So it's another reason why we are not actually ready for that, because we are not serious enough to take our goals seriously. Because the next second you are saying, okay, I want to do this, I want to do, before you know, you are just saying, I'll do this thing later. What are you actually doing presently that you cannot do it now? And you notice that you are just online. And what are you doing online? You are just scrolling, consuming other people's content and all of that, instead of doing those things that you plan to do. Another thing I would say is youth today want quick success, and they want the leadership, they want the influence and all of those things, but they're not actually willing to put in that work that comes with it. They are not ready to do what comes with it. The work that comes with being a leader, and they just want the leadership and the influence.
Are you ready though? Are you ready?
I'm putting myself among those that are not ready.
You're putting yourself among those
I
that
feel
are
like
not ready.
if I'm actually given an opportunity, then maybe I will be ready. But
when you are given the opportunity, that's when you would be ready.
Well, I think leadership comes in stages. You might not be ready for a big position of leadership, but at where you are, you might be ready. Like some small positions, like will I say cost rep? Yes, you are ready for it, can do it. But big positions, you are not ready for. But you know that's where it starts from. You know, leadership starts from these small things. Even at home, you tell your siblings do this, do that. That's leadership. You are telling them what to do. So it starts at a small tender stage.
So for one position, Wandoo, from the way you sound, it makes me feel like, okay, when it comes to those positions that you are talking about, the ones that starts from maybe the homes and then the subtle things, then you might actually be ready for that. Except when it comes to the bigger ones.
Yes, because that's where it starts. You know, leadership is of stages and age too. It comes to it. So in that space, okay, you're at home, you are taking leadership, and from there you are growing, you are learning, you are training yourself to stand in front of people and lead. So it starts from the leadership is of stages. To me, leadership is of stages. You move from one stage to another,
and you're ready according to your own stage. Right now.
Yes, I'm ready.
For which type?
Okay, well, training my kids at home. Okay. So around me, and
all right.
Okay, yes, and even in school, yes, I can decide to lead in a particular team, like okay, for instance, like group leader, I lead, and even some positions occupied in school.
Okay,
yes,
but we know all these different things that people complain. If you ask so many people about maybe different things, about maybe issues that affect the youth, people talk about this one of when it comes to like leadership, you know, maybe even in the country as a whole, like we are kept aside and we are not getting involved or something like that. People try to say, so like, are we actually maybe ready if it comes to that particular part of it? Because that is where people raised an eyebrow more, like, okay, when it comes to this one, we are not getting involved and we have fresh ideas, we have like enough with the old things like that, but are we even presenting ourselves like people that are actually ready to take things from that place? Now you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868.
It's 090-3648-5868.
And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. And you also, you know, when you call in, you can tell us, do you think that youth are actually ready, you know, for leadership, to even lead some of the things that we said that we're not given those opportunities for? If we're actually there, can we actually do it? Or can you actually do it? Because just like you people are saying, it's not something that maybe you can maybe talk for another person. It's possible that someone else sees it differently, or maybe they trust their own self to the point that they say, if it was me, I would be able to do it.
Yes.
So tell us, if you are actually ready, like what would you do differently? Because we see the way things are, everyone always complains, maybe dissatisfied with so many things that go on. But if you're actually ready, as a youth, what would you do differently? And even for the older ones, like, do you feel like youths these days are actually ready when it comes to leadership? Number for you to call is 090-3648 5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
It's Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Felicity Girgir
and Wandoo Tortya.
And this afternoon on the show, we are talking about youth and leadership readiness. Are we actually ready? Are youths actually ready for leadership? The leadership that we demand, the ones that we talk about, well, we need these positions, we actually have to be here. But are we actually ready for them? If you look at the attitudes, even when it comes to like problem solving, even trying to maybe our voices, the kind of things that our voices are, like, would you say we are actually ready? That reminds me, you mentioned distractions.
Yes.
About maybe getting distracted from what actually matters. Hello. All right, you can still call us back. You mentioned distractions from what actually matters. And then what kind of maybe distractions would you say we are pushing our heads towards, and then forgetting about the main thing that we're supposed to be thinking about?
Well, I already mentioned that we are busy. We are more of online. We are more of I just want to chill. I'm not interested in those. If you tell somebody, or if you ask somebody about something so serious presently, they are mostly going to say, now it's time to have fun.
Okay.
Yes, I've heard so many people make those statements. Now it's not time to be so serious about certain things. Now it's just time to have fun. Now it's time to chill and all of that. So we are distracted towards those things. We are not interested in leadership.
Hello. All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. You said we are not interested. Is it not interested or not ready?
I was about to say that most of us are not ready.
And then some persons are not interested.
Yes, some persons are actually not interested.
And then you find that a lot of people, people talk about, like, for a long time, this has been things that will come up in conversations where people say things like, well, they are not giving us the position, or the people that are already there, like maybe the older someone is already like this age and they want to do it, like, why not give it to the younger people to maybe even have a chance? But then, have we ever stopped to even question that if that chance actually comes to us, what are we going to do with it? Because it keeps looking like, well, if I am there, I know what is wrong with the youth, I know what is wrong with enough with the old people mentality, things like that. What is actually going to happen? Be then what are you bringing? If you ask someone, someone who was complaining about maybe not being given the opportunity, like, they might not even be able to tell you like how they are ready, like what to prove that, okay, this is what I am going to bring, or this is my own solution, this is how I think that it's going to work. And then even with the attitude that doesn't present, because it's more like, even at home, there's a way that you behave that maybe your parents are able to know that this is this person's strength. Like, no, I cannot hand over something like this to this person because I know that he or she would not be able to handle the rest of the siblings, or he or she can be easily distracted with play, just like you mentioned, distraction, and might go outside to go and start playing and then forget about what I gave them to do. And then Wandoo, you said something, you mentioned something about maybe what an elder can see. I know you mentioned something like that. An elder can see, like the young persons would not be able to see it. Now you have to tell us more about that, because we want to know it. But you also can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 090-3648-5868.
That's 090-3648-5868.
It's Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this afternoon on the show we are talking about leadership readiness. Hello. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, what's your name?
Michael.
All right, Michael, where are you calling us from?
BSU.
All right, welcome to the show. So what do you think?
I think Nigerian youth are too money based right now for me.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Go
I
on.
think most of us can lead, but of course, not the whole population is ready for leadership. But some of us that are ready for leadership, we are not. We are too distracted.
Okay, by things like what?
Like everything, like we just want to make money. We are not focused. Even if they give us the opportunity, we're thinking of, okay, my pocket. Leadership, you have to serve.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So I feel like we are too self-concerned about ourselves. Yes.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Michael, for calling in to be part of the show. You also can call in and let us hear what you think. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Emeka calling from West Dakota.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Okay, I've been listening keenly to your conversations with the young ones in the studio.
All right.
Okay.
I think I agree with most of their submission. Find out, I think we parents also have some blame to share.
Okay.
Generation, we are not pampered. We pamper the children a lot
Okay.
at times. You have to, they will sleep, you want to wake them up. Even at the age of 20 something, they will sleep, or if you don't wake them up, they will be there. In
Okay.
our time, it wasn't so. We are assigned to, and you have a routine, you have a regimen, which you must go to every day. Once that choice is to you, you follow it meticulously. Nobody needs to remind you to do it. Now you have to remind them, just like they have said, they focus on their food. You prepare food, you go and call them. In our time, if you don't do your chores, no food for you.
Okay. Okay. All right. All
So,
right.
we were kind of brought up in that regimented manner. And so we know our duties at any point in time. And that is where leadership begins in that manner.
Okay.
Because when that regimen, just like you now, you know the time to come together. You know as soon as this program finishes now, you know what to do next. But them, you have to remind them. You have
Okay.
to do this on daily basis.
All right.
And that is not good for a leader. A leader have to know what to do without being told. So we the parents also we have this we have to share in the blame. I think we pamper them where that is the way of sharing love, but sometimes that the love we show to them sometimes makes them very lazy.
Okay.
And laziness, as a lazy person can never be a good leader, no matter how talented and how educated that person is.
All right.
If you are
all right.
lazy, it will not work well for you. So they have to work on this, be independent. They have to think for themselves. They have to take initiatives without somebody propping them up to do what they're supposed to do. They have to know that at this moment in time, this is what I have to do. When I was working, that is what made me one of the best workers in my office. As soon as I resume, I know what to do. I don't wait for somebody my boss to come and tell me, do this, I do that.
Okay.
I've applied for that job. I'm going to do it. But you go to offices, you are chasing people around. They will be there discussing something that doesn't concern their work. And when you even talk to them to come and do their work, they get annoyed, they pick offense. They say, why are they disturbing me? It has happened to me on several occasions.
All right.
Because this is the kind of carefree attitude that they have mentioned there.
Okay.
So we the parents need to start getting that seriousness and to stick to a purpose.
All
They have
right.
to be purposeful. They have to be, intentional.
All right.
Whatever they do, so that at the end of the day, when they're given that position, they know what to do with it. They have
Okay.
developed the character, the psychology, and the fortitude to carry out assignment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Emeka, for calling in to be part of the show. It's Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and you also can call in and be part of the show. We are talking about youth and leadership readiness. Are youths actually ready when it comes to leadership? We demand for leadership positions. We say, okay, we deserve a chance to be at this place, whether it's the small ones or even the big ones. But are we actually ready? Number for you to call is 090 3648 5868.
It's 090-3648-5868.
And we're also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. Are youths actually ready for leadership? And so far we have heard some callers, and someone said about distraction that you mentioned earlier.
Yes.
You mentioned money.
Money
as one of the-
based.
Yes. People now too focused on I want the money for myself. And he feels that even if they get the opportunity to actually be there, like the whole money mindset of I want to fill my own pockets, like it's my turn. And then that is where changing that whole narrative actually comes in, because when we demand for maybe some of these things and say, okay, we are not given this opportunity, if you ask maybe people are more maybe the problems, the issues surrounding youth, and people say things like this, then are we actually willing to like change that narrative? And also Emeka went down to the roots. You notice he went down to the roots. Hello. All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. He went down and said character building. He's saying that okay, this is why he feels like they end up not ready, because the whole character from the start it's not actually solid, and then some of these things as small as they are is what makes them to actually grow up to become like that. Meanwhile, Wandoo, you have something to tell us about elders seeing something clearer than you
on your own. You have not told us if you feel
I think Wandoo's own is more important than this one. Go on.
Okay. So when I said what an elder will say while sitting down, and a youth will sit and will not be able to say it. What I meant is, elders have the experience, their age, so they are grown, like they have the training, they have the experience, the ability to understand where the problem is coming from. But the youth, you're just coming up. We are not really experienced, except you are trained, and you can differentiate. But others, they know the problem, they know where it is coming from. And youth, we have peer pressure, we have friends that can easily distract us, and before we are shift from the focus. Our attention is being diverted. But an elder, they are steadfast, they think critically. So the reason why
are we unable to think critically? Like, are we not capable of thinking critically?
We are capable of thinking critically, but the problem is we might have friends or people that can easily influence us. We are capable of thinking critically, but our mind is not that stable. Some of the youth, our mind, is not that stable. We are easily distracted, as she said, or our attention being divided or shifted. So if we are steadfast, if our attention is not divided, we can actually lead well. We have the ability.
Okay, Michael says serve. That is something, except we are coming with this mindset of serve. So what else are we actually coming with? A mindset that we are supposed to have if we actually want to be there, like to get ready for this leadership that we keep talking about.
I would say accountability, like the ability to hold yourself accountable, because youth these days, any small thing, and they are never wrong. Most of the youth, and anything they'll say, the government or my parents or my friends or and all of that. So I would say accountability. Have that discipline, be willing to learn and all of that.
And yes, and I will say integrity. When we have integrity, we will be able to be strict. Straightforward. We know when to differentiate your right and wrong. Yes. So integrity in your words, in what you say. When we have integrity, it's more easier for you to lead people, because they can even give a reference to you, like your leadership is good because you have integrity. You stick to your word. You know what to do. Yes. But when we fail in having integrity, and I will also say with working with others, but like when we come together and work in communion, like together, it's fastings our work. Like as a youth, if we are able to work together, yes, we'll have a successful leader,
and also be responsible.
Division, you see that thing of division, like that is also something, like maybe small distractions, like things like tribalism, it's these people. Those divisions are also things that point towards maybe not being ready, or those distractions that we are talking about. So to add to what we have been saying, even what some of the callers have even said so far, I think that the main problem is even that attitude the attitude that
Yes.
we are carrying, because that is what is going to show that somebody is ready or the person is not ready. Instead of just saying that give me this and give me this, we are going to do it better. How are you going to
Show
do it
how you
be-
are going to do it.
We should show how we are going to do it better. So that is it for Speedy Talk today. I hope you've enjoyed your time here with us on the show. We have been talking about youth and leadership readiness. Coming up next at 3:55 p.m. if today is your birthday, then Speedy Kids are going to be wishing you a happy birthday. And at 4 p.m. the Speed Lane comes on right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. I have been your host. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
And Wandoo Tortya.
keep enjoying music of your life.
Hello, my cutie. Ask